Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Lemmings on the Amiga. Granted, this is designed by those guys, DMA Design, and released by Psygnosis in 1991. An absolute massive cultural phenomenon, you could say, in the world of games. Nothing else had its charm, you know, and it was a completely unique style of game at the time. You probably know all this if you've seen my previous videos on it. Well, I'm doing this all out of whack, but I thought I should probably at least do the Amiga version once before I carry on with the other versions, particularly the 16-bit consoles, to see how they compare. So, this is actually the CD-TV version, and it's running on my A500 Mini, and I've got to use this machine instead of my Super Console. Oh, that was rough. Super Console X, because I can use the mouse on this, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays. Obviously, I'm only going to play. That was an awkward loading time. I'm only going to play the tutorial levels because otherwise this will get super long. But it looks familiar, as well. They will all do basically, because they pretty much, as far as I can tell, have this front end. Anyway, that's your difficulty, that's music or sound, new level, that's where you put in your passcodes, quit, self-explanatory, and one player. So let's get into this. Right, so level 1, just dig. Oh, we get a little map at the top of the screen. This is obviously all self-explanatory as well, if you know Lemmings, and you've also seen my previous 2 videos on it. But number of Lemmings 10% need to be saved, release rate 50, time 5 minutes, rating fun. A to continue, or left mouse click. Right, here we go. So this is pause. This is nuke, everyone. We have a map in the bottom right hand corner. The 8-bit versions that we've seen so far do not have that. Obviously you can speed up the rate here, they're dropped. My god, excuse me, does this feel nice on a mouse. And here we have all our skills or attributes that we can assign to each of our lemmings. Obviously, since it's a tutorial, they're all blank, and it's going to walk you through using them and sometimes pairing them up. Again, I'm repeating a lot of the stuff I said, to get you used to the skill set required to when you get into the actual main set of levels in the game. So we only need dig, so unpause, select dig, and then just go like this. Now, ooh, this is wow frisky, but I like it. So the music's great, you would expect that from the Amiga. Graphically, it's, oh yeah, scroll like that, it's alright. It was never going to push the Amiga anyway. It's not that type of game, is it? But it was huge, hence the fact that I'm going to play as many of the versions or ports as I can. Also, there is a sequel, isn't there, which is Lemmings 2 Tribes. And then I'm sure there's other stuff, and I'm sure at some point they probably, I could be wrong, correct me, they could have tried to make a 3D version of this, which probably would have been its downfall. All lemmings accounted for, you need 10%, you rescued 100%. This just brings back a massive, excuse me, I have COVID again, yes, true story. Yeah, this brings back playing this. Like, I played this on my brother's Atari ST and Amigas, but Amiga was the first version. He had his ST before his Amiga, but he had his ST after Lemmings would have come out, if that makes sense. But here we go, here's our passcode, press A to continue. Playing this with a mouse is basically the best way to play this. I mean, it's not unplayable, the joypad and or keys, as we've seen so far, but obviously just it's so intuitive with a mouse, and it was designed that way because it was designed initially for an Amiga. I'm assuming, by all means correct me if I'm wrong. However, if this is a CD-TV version, granted I'm using a mouse because I'm running it on my A500 Mini, wouldn't the CD-TV version, didn't that have like a remote that you held sideways, so a D-pad on one side and buttons on the other, and then a button that you would select it between mouse and joypad? So you would actually be using a D-pad, I guess. Don't know. Let's go. Right, so I forgot to read it. Oh yeah, hang on. The music, great. Bollocks. I say playing with the mouse is the only way to play it, but the thing is, granted I'm using a Transformers graphic novel as my mousepad, but it does make like fine selection a little bit. That's just me not being used to a mouse. I'll shut up now. And also that's a Stargate, isn't it, clearly? But yeah, what a game. Right, tailor-made for blockers. Oh, do we have to... Surely, even in the Amiga version, we don't have to wind the clock down. Where's block? There, 10. I mean, like I said, when this first came out, there was nothing like it. Always go wrong here. You just got to remember, pay attention to the way they're moving, or the direction. Ah, they're going. Yeah, I need a mouse pad. Sheen graphic novel is not the way to do it. He survived. He's going to die now, but he did survive. Although I did notice a bit of, it was obviously your receptacle changes to a square from a target, but I did notice that I was clearly on one just then, and not me, but you know what I mean, highlighted on a lemming, Alexander, and it chose to ignore it. The loading times on this, again, I don't know if it's because it's a ROM, for the, you know, for the CDTV version, and the loading times are better than it would have been. Floppy versus CD? Don't know. You tell me. I do like the fact that there's an inclusion of a map here. Look at that. Are there no maps on any of the 8-bit versions? Were there maps previously? Can't remember. You're gonna, yeah. I mean, when you look at it full run like that, and how much stuff's going on the screen, granted the sprites are very small, it's just a thing of beauty. Do I nuke them? Is that what nuke's for? Do I nuke? Surely someone would have mentioned that so far. At the end of the level, or will that quit me? It's probably going to quit me, but fuck it, I'm going to try it. Why not? We live, we learn. Well, what's this? Here. Oh, that's the side screens or graphics displayed to the map area, so it's nothing. Or is it? I'm still going to nuke them. Right. In 84%, 86%. Nuke. Oh, this is the way to get to the end of the level. That's going to be a macabre, but kind of cool way to do it. Yes! That's what you do! How did I not remember that? How did I not notice that? How did I not try it in that order? And how did no one else not remind me of that on my previous two gameplays? Well played there, game designers. Well played indeed. Right, so... Also, on this version, probably because you got a keyboard, even on the CDTV, that's a well-long password. And we're going to now use miners and climbers. Right, so we want to... There we go. Oh, listen to that! The music's great. It's going to be interesting to see how the music compares on the 16-bit consoles. I would expect this to be better. Oh shit! Better than the Mega Drive version. But comparing it to the SNES might be interesting. They're going to come back, so I'm alright there. At least I know then I can try the sequel, because I've got mouse support. I'm assuming that's acid though. Because if you're going to kill them lemmings, why not do it in as horrific way as possible? Excuse me. Yeah, classic. Absolute classic. Shame I can't try the Atari ST version. The ROM won't work on my Super Console X, but I'm going to imagine that it's pretty much exactly the same as this, just with a little bit worse music and or sound effects. Bosh. Right, so you need bashes. This is the one I get. First one I get, like, I'm not sure. Oh wait, no. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, listen to that. Oh, is that because I've used one? I can't assign it to no. Oh, no, no. Scratch that. I'm just talking bollocks. Look at that. Right, they're just gonna walk up. Oh no, I've got to dig in through here. So yeah, apologies that you just see more of the same level design wise, but these are comparison videos across as many systems as I can do, so otherwise. Where are you all going? Find that a bit weird. Needs more cowbell. See what I did there? See what the game did there? Do I need a block? Well, I've got no other options to select because are they just gonna... Oh no, they're gonna hit the wall and come back. Cool. Yeah. Well, there you have it, Lemmings. Right, it's the CD-TV version, but it's still essentially the Amiga version. So this is the first actual version of Lemmings that was released. By all means, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is cool. I mean, you can see why it just took off. This is why I love this period of game design. Just so unique. They weren't about banking it, playing it safe, DEI, and all that fucking rubbish. It was just got a unique and interesting idea. Uniquer the better, because otherwise someone else won't have done it, and you can capitalise on that and then bang out as a game. What's not to love? Anyway, if you played Lemmings on the Amiga back in the day, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.